from this, and this is only one of the career, we cannot say one of the career, but it is just it comes under the top 5 career. So you will get a high salary package in the industry. Also it depends upon experience, but for freshers you will get a much high paid salary, as well as you will get some reputable company for this AWS. But before that, if you have to complete your certification from the Amazon. And now job is not available for only your certification. It is also, so along with the certification you must have some technical skills. Sorry, you must have some practical skill, you must have the hands-on experience. If you have the overall, if you did a whole certification in AWS, if you did some solution architect, if you did some CSOP, if you did some DevOps, but if you don't know how to deploy the cloud, how to secure a cloud, how to migrate a cloud, how to perform the SSS, and how to write a command through the CLI, but if you don't know this thing, then you will not move forward. But before that, you have to first deep dive into the theoretical part. You have to grasp the concept clearly, so that you can get the complete idea. Yes, I can totally move with the AWS language. Otherwise, then you can skip this AWS career. You can join another stream. Like AWS is not a single career stream for your career. If you don't like this AWS, then you can move towards the full stack development. After that we have MERN stack, min stack. After that we have machine learning. If you are good in mathematics, you can move towards the data scientist. After that machine learning. So like there are lots of careers are given, but each and every career having different responsibility, different roles. After that each career having different salary package. So it depends upon you the currently the things. Okay, what can be basic? Yes guys, sorry, if you have any question in while session, don't unmute yourself, because it will create a echoing sound, and also it will create disturbance other. Just like Saurabh, you can also drop the text in message in the chat box. Okay, also if you have any question, just drop a text. We will take this question in proper manner. So we got a question from Saurabh. What can be basic difference among the all cloud platform? Yes, Saurabh, there is not a single cloud platform. There are lots of cloud platform available in industry, like as AWS, GCP. After that we have some IBM cloud. So difference is the their technology. Now DigitalOcean having their own cloud. Now DigitalOcean, they are not providing some cPanel. Meanwhile, they are not providing some graphical user interface. Instead of you are using some rest of the cloud, they are providing the graphical user interface. And also another difference is that their scalability. After that their price. After that their flexibility. After that their environment. After that their load balancer. Such like various factors are included in the in the differences with if you are comparing the rest all of the cloud. So this kind of factors are available if you are comparing the cloud. So guys, I think okay guys, thanks Saurabh. So I think we have to start. So guys, is it visible my agenda? Okay, thanks Saurabh. So guys, in this session, hope you got some complete clear view for this session. So guys, first of all we will deep dive into what kind of benefits you will get if you plan to your career for the AWS certification. After that we will also look into market trend. Okay, meanwhile you will get the complete idea what kind is the current situation in the market for the AWS developer. After that AWS not comes under the front end developer, not comes under the back end developer. Okay, so it comes under the deployment and operation. Okay, so we will look into this DevOps. After that we will look into what kind of certification available for the AWS developer. Such like we have some solution architect, developer, system operation administrator. After that development operation administrator. Okay, so guys, let's get started. Please mute yourself, Surya. Priyanka, also mute yourself. Okay, thanks. Please don't unmute yourself, guys. So guys, as we know, this coronavirus crisis is going around the world, and as we discuss, and we have discussing this session things every session. Now most of the guys are new here. Here I am repeating for you again, guys, and also guys for Saurav, Anil, just for replacement here. This coronavirus crisis is going, and it is affecting both service-based industry as well as. Please, Surya, mute yourself. Please mute yourself. And guys, as you know, so guys, as you know, this coronavirus crisis is across the world. It will affecting both industry as well as product-based industry as well as service-based industry. So if you are familiar with the LinkedIn, then you will get most of the post, like as if the person having some 2 years of experience and 3 years of experience, and they are fired from their company. Okay, I am daily getting the number of posts. Now see guys, this is the situation of experience. If they are having some 10 years of experience and 5 to 10 years of experience, still they are getting fired from the industry, then what will be the situation for the freshers? Okay, now you have to think from this perspective, but don't get panic though you will not get a job, and you will get the job, but now situation has been changed, and now the criteria has been totally changed. Now for surviving in this situation, first of all you have to grasp the 4 fundamental. First you have to grasp the technical skill. Okay, no, not technical skill, not with respect to the AWS development. The technical skill could be any front-end developer, back-end developer, any any Python, any Android development, and it could be anything. But you must have some technical skill in order to survive in this current situation. After that, along with the technical skill, you must have soft skill, because as you know, in each and every interview round, the second round will be HR round. Here they will check your communication skill, because in company people are coming from different platform, different origin, different nature, different culture. So you have to communicate with each other with proper manner. So they will check your communication skill, whether you are able to fit or not in the company. So such kind of skill they will check in HR round. After that, resume. Okay, now you have technical skill, you have soft skill. Now if you have to represent the both skill in one single page of paper. For this you must have resume. After that we have separate slide for resume. So in which I will tell you about some ATS, application tracker system, how a application tracker system works, why you are not getting a response from the most of the recruiter. Now once you have the technical skill, soft skill and resume skill, then you must know about the updates. Okay, so updates, meanwhile you must know which company is hiring for AWS developer, which company is hiring for AWS architect. Okay, once you got the proper notification, so that you can apply the particular job. If you have the proper skill and proper eligibility for the particular job, then you can easily apply. And if you get shortlisted from your skill, then you can easily, then they will contact with you, and you can easily move forward with the onboarding process. So this is four fundamental you use for the surviving in the coronavirus crisis. So let's get started, guys. Now is it visible, guys? Yeah, am I audible properly, Saurabh? These guys, yeah, thanks, Saurabh. So guys, before moving into the whole session, so we will look into the what kind of benefits you will get if you done the AWS certification. So first of all, AWS meanwhile Amazon Web Service, it is provided by Amazon, and that uses the distributed IP infrastructure to provide a different IT resource available on demand. Okay, and it provides different services such as the infrastructure as services, after that platform as service, after that software as service. But before deep dive into AWS, so first of all you must have knowledge about the cloud technology, cloud computing. So if you are familiar with the cloud technology and the, cloud computing, so you might know what is infrastructure as service, what is platform as service, and what is a package as software as service. So AWS are able to provide such kind of all these different services, like as some infrastructure service, platform service, and so software as service. And Amazon launched AWS as a cloud computing platform to allow the different organization to take the advantage of reliable IT infrastructure. Meanwhile, they can deploy the project on their cloud environment, and it is a pay as you go technology. It is not open source. You have to pay your bucks, dollar, rupees for take their services, and you can use their services for computing as well as some programming model, as well as some database model, as well as networking. So there are different kind of services they are providing, and they are providing flexibility and cost effectiveness. We cannot say cost effectiveness, but cost effectiveness. After that, scalability and elasticity and security, because AWS having their own load balancer, own load, firewall, so you do not need to purchase any separate firewall to protect your asset for this. And so this was the overview of AWS. Now what kind of benefits you will get if you did AWS certification? First, learn at your own space. Okay, sorry guys. So learn at your own pace means AWS is a single path. Okay, here you do another, like as in case you are learning about the full stack developer, here you have to move towards the three different paths. You have to move towards the front end development, also you have to take with back end development, also you have to take with development and deployment and operation. So you have to move, you have to take the all the three parts together, and you have to start your journey with including this all the path. But here in case of AWS, here you have to move on a single path. Here you will get your own pace. Okay, after you have to move because AWS is a independent technology. Here you have to just familiar with the cloud technology. Here another technology will not interfere or will not intermediate for your AWS certification. If you want to extend your skill, then you can take a programming language for development and all the space. So this is your first benefits. Meanwhile, you will get a complete domain like as a cloud computing, cloud security for moving to AWS certification. After that, train with the AWS expert. Meanwhile, in case you have to you are planning to do the certification AWS AWS developer or AWS architect, then you have to first this is common, you have to do the first training. Okay, you can do the training through the Pluralsight site. After that, LinkedIn Learning, there are Edureka, there are lots of learning platform are there, and their learning platform having their own trained expert for teaching you, guiding you properly. So you will get a complete idea and complete training from that expert. So this is your third advantage. After that, pick up your learning path. As we discussed earlier, first and third are same. Learning path, meanwhile, you will get a complete idea what kind of cloud technology I have to learn, like as some Lambda, Elasticsearch. So you will there is not much more technology, but AWS is a high-end technology. Okay, it is not simple technology. AWS is a high-end technology. You have to just concentrate on each and every technology in deep manner. Okay, after that validate the AWS cloud skill. Okay, once you did some proper certification, once you did the proper training from the AWS expert, then you will get all the AWS skill. Okay, and so that it will be beneficial to get the high paid job in reputable company, and you will get some proper skill to expand your career for becoming a AWS developer. So this is the just a fundamental benefits if you did the AWS certification, and in case you are planning to do the AWS certification. After that, we will here you can see the as Saurabh said, why how these cloud are different to each other. Now as we know, now I am using the cloud of DigitalOcean. Okay, now DigitalOcean is not providing some graphical user interface. For I have 4 websites like job.cybertext, lifestyle advisor, and cybertext.in. Now here I am not getting any cPanel to configure on the site. Now I have to perform each and every operation through the command line interface, through the SSH. Such like we have some Salesforce cloud, IBM cloud, Google cloud, Microsoft Azure. After that we have Amazon Web Service. Now why people are moving the Amazon Web Service? Why their popularity is more? Because they are providing the proper services, and they are providing the well security, and they are providing the proper platform for your asset, for your enterprise organization, for your personal project, for your computing, for your storage. Okay, so this is how. Just I दार कोण लावून. Okay, so this is the why this AWS is popular, because there are yes, there are which are companies are there, because see AWS is owned by Amazon, Azure is owned by Microsoft, the Google Cloud Platform GCP is owned by Google, Alibaba Cloud owned by Alibaba, Salesforce is own cloud, IBM Cloud own cloud. See, each and every company having their own provider. Okay, so this is why you can see, according to survey of 2019, AWS is more popular as compared with the others. So here you can see the market trends. Now so you have to move towards the only AWS. Okay, so along with you can take the also skill of the Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, because see, if we take the two company, if you take the Accenture company, if you take the cloud company, and in case you have the AWS certification, but until you if you don't have knowledge about the what kind of technology they are using for their own hosting, might be they are using for Amazon, might be there another organization for Microsoft Azure. So first of all, you must have knowledge about the first both, such like both AWS as well as you have to must have knowledge about the Microsoft Azure. So this is the just a 4 fundamental. Okay, so we got one question. What is public class and public class? See, yes, Saurabh, this PaaS means platform as service. Meanwhile, here hardware and software tools are available over the internet, and last mean is the cloud-based services. Meanwhile, pay as you go services. Meanwhile, you have to pay this certain box, certain money for the purchase the particular asset, and this last meanwhile cloud-based service is used for as storage, networking, and virtualization. And this PaaS, meanwhile platform as service, it is just hardware and software tools available over the internet, and just SaaS means software as a service. It's just available as a third party over the internet. So this is the difference between last PaaS and SaaS. And don't worry guys, at the end of the session you will get the certification of participation. If you registered through the Google form, you will get the certification of participation. Also you will get the reference material for all the to learn all the cloud technology, AWS, Elasticsearch, after that Beam, to all the stuffs. Okay, so after that, so before moving towards the before jumping on the AWS, first of all you must knowledge about the DevOps. DevOps means deployment and operation. Okay, so first of all you must knowledge about the DevOps. Okay, is it visible guys, my screen? Thanks, Arun. So DevOps meanwhile simple development and operation. Here as we have discussed in last session. Okay, so full stack development meanwhile it includes 3 parts: front end development, back end development, and DevOps development. Front end development meanwhile is responsible for creating the UI and GUI, user interface and graphical user interface for the website. And back end development meanwhile creating and managing the database. You can pick database like as a MongoDB, MySQL, and all the stuff. And development and operation meanwhile, once you complete your website, once you have done your testing, now you have to deploy this website on the particular remote location. Meanwhile, we can say the cloud. For this there is separate team, development and operation. And development and operation, here you can see there is a cloud service here. Yes, here you can see the AWS at the AWS. See, here AWS plays important role, but before moving towards the AWS you have to come from this path. Okay, you cannot directly jump on the AWS. Okay, but before that, because AWS is just the independent node, but first of all, yeah, AWS comes from the development and operation. Okay, before moving to the AWS such like backend development. So for becoming the backend development, first of all, you must have bit knowledge about the front end development, about the technology. Okay, such like if you want to become the AWS developer, first of all, you must have knowledge about the development and operation, because it is just say some there are some set of you can say it is just a particular team who is responsible for the deploy your particular service, your particular asset, your particular software on the particular cloud environment. So this is responsibility be taken by the development operation. So for becoming the DevOps expert, so first of all you have to pick one programming language. Here we can see the high level programming language like as a Python, Ruby, Node.js, Go, Rust, C++. Here you can see you can pick any programming language. Okay, and here I personally prefer you go through Python because it is beneficial for you. Okay, so you have to pick one programming language for becoming the development operation. Now once you pick the programming language, now first of all you have to you must be familiar with the different operating system concept, because see guys, now in industry you have to work on the particular operating system, and you must have knowledge about the particular their how the operating system works. For this we have some process management, how the different processes are working in operating system, how to kill the process. After that we have thread and concurrency. Okay, thread and concurrency meanwhile because in a system there will not be any single process running on your operating system. There will be multiple processes are running the operating system, and there should be not any problem, any deadlock, any concurrency. So you have to understand all this theoretical part. Okay, and this is the virtual thing. You do not need to perform the practically, but you as a AWS developer, AWS expert, you must know all the fundamental stuff. Okay, after that you must have knowledge about the socket. Okay, Vijay, please can you mute yourself? Yeah. Thanks, Vijay. So socket meanwhile, as we know, guys, in networking concept, protocol meanwhile rules and regulation that governs for data transmission, such like each and every bike having their own plate number for identification purpose, such like each and every protocol having their port number. Okay, for the identification purpose. Such like in operating system we have some sockets. Okay, such like we have some port sockets like such like HTTP works on port 80, HTTPS works on 543, and Telnet works on 22, FTP works on 22. Such like we have different sockets. Rajeshwari, can you mute yourself? Welcome. Please mute yourself. Thanks. Okay. After that, we have some networking concept. Okay. We have some networking concept. Networking concept meanwhile, as we know, because you have to work on the AWS developer as a becoming as a AWS developer, networking concept play important role. Network meanwhile is act as a DNA for AWS stream. So you have to learn all the networking, how the topology works. After that, your OSI layer, open system interconnection model, TCP IP model. After that, some different protocol like a DNS, HTTP, HTTPS, HMTP, POP, Telnet, FTP, SSH, such like etc. So you have to learn all the stuffs, and don't worry guys, don't get panic. Might be I am using some complex word, but you will get the complete tutorial after the end of the session. After that, once you got the hands on the networking concept, you have to learn about the input-output management, how operating system works for input-output management. After that, we have some virtualization concept and memory storage, how the memory system works, and how the storage works, primary storage, second storage, how defragmentation works. After that, file system, how system manage the file in some factors. So these are comes under the operating system concept. Now once you got the operating system concept, so you must have knowledge about this different kind of operating system. Guys, I know you most of the guys you know about the operating system. As we know, operating system is categorized into two types. First one is a paid operating system. After another one is an open source operating system. Paid operating system example is Microsoft, Windows. Microsoft is the owner, Windows their platform. After that, we have some Mac operating system from Apple. This comes under the played operating system. Meanwhile, you have to spend some bucks, we have to spend some money in order to take their operating system license. After that, we have some another operating system, open source operating system. Here you do not need to pay any license, you do not need to purchase any license, you do not need to pay anything. Like as for this, we have some Linux operating system, Unix operating system, Red Hat, CentOS, Fedora, Backtrack, Berkeley software distribution, BSD, OpenBSD, NetBSD, FreeBSD, Debian. Such like we have different operating system. And guys, if you want to become a real developer, then don't use Windows operating system. And just for I am official purpose, I am using Windows, and my rest of the 3 laptop having my Linux operating system. Just for official purpose, I am having this Windows operating system. But if you want to work as a developer, then you have to move towards the Linux operating system. After that, we have some, and there is nothing to learn in the Windows operating system, but there is lots of things to learn in the open source operating system. We have some because all of the things you have to done through the terminal. For this, we have some different terminal script. Like some text manipulation tools. You have to, if you want to perform different operation on the file, then we have text manipulation. After that, if you want to monitor all the process, if you are the AWS expert, and if you want to monitor all the AWS traffic, meanwhile all the traffic for your cloud, then you can use the htop command. Such like we have, after that we have some networking command for network monitoring and auditing. Such like we have system performance command, all these command. So there are different command used for the different purposes. So as a AWS developer, you must have familiar with the this Linux terminal. And after that, we have guys different network security and protocols. Okay, because as we know, guys, attention here. See, protocols meanwhile different rules and regulations that governs for data transmission, so that both parties can communicate with each other with proper manner. And each and every protocol having their own port number. For this, we have categorized port. Here email for email security, we have different protocol like the simple mail transfer protocol, internal mail access protocol, after that post office protocol. So these are protocol. In case in interview they ask a question, what kind of protocol used for the email security and email transmission, then you should know about SMTP, IMS, after POP3. After that, we have some web communication protocol like HTTP, HTTPS, hypertext type protocol works on port 80, hypertext type protocol secured with the SSL, which I am discussing this stuff in every session. Which HTTP works on the encryption and decryption, which takes the one hash algorithm like MD5, MD6, and they are whatever you are entering in the login form in text field, they convert your plain text data to cybertext known as encryption. Okay, and they are taking one algorithm like MD5, MD6, SSA, secure hash algorithm, Cisco 7. Such like lots of algorithms are there. After that, we have some FTP, file transfer protocol. In case I want to transfer a file to Saurabh, then we will use FileZilla as a FTP protocol. After that, SSL and TLS. SSL meanwhile secure socket layer and transport layer security. Yes, Saurabh, we will take this question. SSL yes, right. Encryption meanwhile, see, in case here you can see reverse proxy, caching server. Here you can see meanwhile this is available in English format. So this is the plain text format. Okay, in case some we can say this Priyanka Soni is a front-end developer, and in case she done his project in the some login form. She created one login form for username and password, and in case you are entering, and in case Kavita entering is her username like as a Kavita, and after password like as Imle, she is entering password Imle. See, now she is entering username as a Kavita and entering the password as a Kavita. It is now available in the plain text word until she presses the login button. Now once she presses the login button, what SSL will do? SSL will take this plain text format and will convert this plain text format to cybertext. Meanwhile, because machine not understand this English language, they will understand only their machine binary language and the machine language. So they will convert their plain text format to cybertext format with the help of the one principle. Like, please, Kavita, mute yourself.
It means it will be decrypt the data or encrypt.
Yeah, sure. Kavita, if you have any question, then just drop the question in chat. Okay. Okay. So Kavita, we also will take your question. So what we will do in case Kavita enter Kavita username and password 1234 until she press the login button. So what SSL will do after pressing the login button, if there is encryption mechanism used, so whatever she enter in the login form, the SSL will take the as a plain text as a this username and password as a plain text, and they will convert this plain text and plain text format to cybertext. Cybertext meanwhile machine readable format. We cannot read this because for conversion of this plain text to format cybertext format, SSL will pick one algorithm like a message digest 5, message digest 6, security algorithm, Cisco 7. There are lots of algorithms are there. Okay, and this cybertext format is not readable for human. We cannot read this. And in case, and what will be the beneficial for this? In case attacker hacks your database, in case attacker got your some row and column for your MySQL database, MongoDB database, he will not get. He will yes, Saurabh going. He will not get your. He will get your cybertext format because what SSL did, SSL will convert your plain text format to cybertext format. Okay, and now this your Kavita and password 123 available in the cybertext format, not in password format. And for these hackers, they will take the years and some decades to convert this cybertext format to plain text format because he don't know what kind of encryption mechanism has been used by SSL because there are lots of encryption mechanisms used. Okay, so this is the operation performed by encryption. Meanwhile, conversion of plain text format to cybertext format known as encryption, and conversion of cybertext format to plain text format known as decryption. And Kavita, HTTPS perform both encryption operation and decryption operation, but make sure that while entering your credit card information and personal information, makes your site is HTTPS protected. And in case your site is the HTTP only, then site is not then you can get just assume that site is not protected. Okay, until they don't have HTTPS, don't enter your credit card information. And HTTPS perform both operation according to your choice. As Saurabh, there are lots of tools for conversion of plain text to format, cybertext format, but you need some lot of research to do that. You have to familiar with the hash algorithm. For this, we have some tool like as a Find My Hash tool, MD5 decryptor, MD5 encryptor. We have tool for decryption purpose. In Linux, there is a tool like as a Find My Hash. So with the help of Find My Hash, you can convert the cybertext format to plain text format. But if you know the algorithm, proper algorithm, okay. So guys, this is the how algorithm works, how the protocol works in networking security. As a AWS developer, you must know about all the protocols. After that, you must know how to set up load balancer, caching server, reverse proxy, forward proxy, firewall. As you know, guys, firewall which block the unauthorized traffics which are coming outside the network. And there are two types of firewall. First one is hardware firewall and different software firewall. Hardware firewall mostly used in enterprise organization like Google, Microsoft, IBM. Their major manufacturer is Link 6, SonicWall. And software firewall just the same, SMTP firewall, next generation firewall. Just they block the unauthorized traffic. And load balancer, their responsibility is to distribute the server. Okay, this is the responsibility for the load balancer. Okay. After that, we have some web server. Just a second, guys. So, guys, we have web server. As we know, guys, in case you are the developer, then you need some particular storage in order to deploy your site on the particular web server. For this, in case you did the coding in .NET technology, then you need some Microsoft, because .NET is owned by Microsoft. Okay, and you need some Microsoft IIS server, information internet server. Okay, so you need IIS server to deploy your website. And in case you need some coding in PHP, then you need Nginx server and Apache server, web server. In case you did a coding in Java, then you need Tomcat server. So depend upon the technology, depend your habitat and behavior of the programming technology. Then we have different cloud technology, web server. Web server is different from cloud technology because web server is running. You can say web server is a child, cloud is a father in simple language. So this is the web server technology. After that, infrastructure as code. Okay, you should know about container, because container is containers are form of operating system virtualization, and single container might be used to run anything as a small microservices, as a software projects, or large projects. Okay, so this is the all about the container. After that, you must know about the CI and CD tool. Meanwhile, continuous integration, continuous deployment. Okay, in case some now this Anil got one project. Okay, and Anil is a developer and Saurabh is a client, and Anil got some requirement while developing the project, and his Saurabh while developing the project, meanwhile their requirement is changing as per their. No, I don't want the button. No, I don't want the button here. I want a button there. No, I don't want this color. I don't like this color. So there is some technology, like as we have some continuous integration, continuous deployment, so that whatever in case any client requirement is changing at a time, then there are some tools they are able to do this. There are some some certain tasks without affecting the existing codes. For this, we have some CI and CD, and which helps to deploy your asset, deploy your web application on the particular environment. After that, we have some infrastructure monitoring and application monitoring. Infrastructure, meanwhile, there are different tools to monitor audit the infrastructure, like as we have some Nagios, Prometheus, Grafana. We have different tools. After that, we have some application monitoring tool. If you want to monitor the single application, we have some Jagger tool, New Relic tool, App Dynamic tool, Instana tool, and after that, logs management. Logs management, meanwhile, whenever you log in into a user, the text file will be created. So this text file known as the log file. They will maintain all the records, such like who logged into system, what was the last login, what kind of operation is performing, what kind of command he did on the exercise on the console. So for log management will be helpful. For this, we have some Elastic, Splunk, Papertrail. Okay, after that, we have some different now guys, here you can see we have different cloud provider, like as AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, Heroku, DigitalOcean. Now I am using DigitalOcean for my CyberText. So see here AWS comes here. Okay, but before that you have to familiar with all the stuffs to become the AWS, Amazon Web Service. Okay, then there are different technology. Azure is owned by Microsoft. Alibaba is we are not just this Chinese product is no longer required for the India. So don't use Alibaba Cloud. Just move to the AWS. And there are different cloud platforms like availability, data management, design, information management, and monitoring. So you have to go through all the paths to becoming the AWS developer. You have to familiar with all the stuffs. So is there any question? Feel free to drop in chat section. I'm giving you 2 minutes, guys. Just drop the question. So we got 2 questions. So if you use the Java with Oracle WebLogic can be used. So Oracle is not web server. Oracle is the database. If you want to use the Oracle database, then you can use the Oracle database. Yes, you can use the Java with the Oracle. For this, you must know about the JDBC and ODBC, all the different stuffs. And yes, there is lots of different cloud platform available. Like we have some 7 Edge and some there are lots of cloud technology like some Navtech, Endu software, but we cannot say these things. But India's cloud, I have experience with the GoDaddy and all the stuffs, because I got a worst and worst experience with the Indian cloud platform, because they don't have their proper load balancer. We cannot not say as a citizen of India, but this is the clear thing, and this is the, we cannot say wrong thing. So according to my experience, I got a worst and worst experience from the GoDaddy and Indian cloud platform. Even they are not able to handle the 100% at a single second, at a single time. So that's why, and I have spent more than 1 lakh to 2 lakh for the Indian cloud platform. Okay, but I got worse and worst experience for the Indian cloud platform. But if you want to reliability, if you want to become proper things, then you can move towards the this AWS. Also IBM cloud is good, but no one can move towards the IBM cloud. Okay guys, so after that, okay, so is it visible guys, AWS certification? I hope you got the complete view for thanks Saurabh. I hope you got the complete view for the development operation. So guys, here you can see now this AWS certification has been categorized into 3 parts. First one is the functional part, after that is the associate part, after that is the professional part. Foundation part is it just a design for the beginners, beginners in order for to know the fundamentals for your AWS. For this we have cloud partitioner. After that we have AWS cloud partitioner categorized into architect part, development part, operation part. We will take all those things. After that we have some associate layer, same these things. Associate layer we have this solution architect. Here you can see at the professional level same things are categorized like as some AWS solution architect, DevOps, and this DevOps. Here you can see also SysOps also there in associate manners. SysOps means system operation, DevOps means development operation. If you want to move towards the AWS career, then you have to first start with the associate part, and this foundation part is just designed for the beginner. If you are just familiar with all the stuff, then you don't need to spend money for the foundation part. You can move towards the associate part. You have to start with the career with the associate part. Solution architect will be beneficial for you, and if you are good with the programming, then you can move to the development part. And if you are good with the networking and all this stuff, you can move to the system and operation. And guys, don't get confused and don't get panic. And according to we will pick the one foundation, we will pick the one certification from this one, and so that you will get a complete idea what kind of technology should I learn for the associate cloud architect, what kind of technology are available, what kind of knowledge I have to grasp for DevOps engineer, and what kind of salary available in different company, and what kind of market trends are going. So you will get the complete idea. So let's get started. So first one we will pick one solution architect. See guys, we have started from here, solution architect. Yes, AWS architect as associate layer. Okay, so associate layer is started from just level 2 or level 3 part, because level 1 is a foundation part. See guys, for becoming a AWS architect, okay, so becoming the AWS solution architect, you must have some skill. First of all, you have to pick one programming language like some Java, Python or C#. After that you must have some networking concept. Meanwhile some OSI layer mechanism, how OSI layer works, apart some presentation layer, transport layer, internet layer, session layer. After that you must know about DNS. DNS means domain name server, which whenever you enter the website address in URL bar, they will convert your website address into IP address, how DNS works. Also I have told you about HTTP and HTTPS, web service protocol. After that we have some SMTP, mail server protocol. After that we have some telnet. Telnet is also useful if you want to just remote to if you want to remote the another remote computer. Then for this we have some telnet. After that FTP, if you want to share the file, we have FTP protocol, and SSH. SSH is most important for AWS because AWS NOS comes with the cPanel, all these stuff, because it's a high-end technology. You have to do all these stuff via the command line interface. You have to write each and every command for each and every operation. So you are most knowledgeable about the SSH, meanwhile SQL shell hash. So these all things comes under the networking part. Okay. After that, we have some data storage fundamental. Data storage fundamental, meanwhile, as we have seen earlier, data storage fundamental categorized into two parts, like storage at network and network as storage. Storage at network, meanwhile, in case you are having some hardware resource, okay, and they are using their hardware resource for networking purpose. For this, we have some storage at network. After that, network as storage. In case you are deploying your application on the virtual location, like as a cloud, for this we have some network and storage. So this is just a theoretical concept. You must have knowledge about the data storage fundamental. After that, we have some security foundation. So guys, security, meanwhile, as we know, each and every technology, if you don't have familiar with the security, then you can also you cannot secure your whole career. For this, you must have knowledge about the different attack. You must have familiar with the different attack which can be performed on the cloud. The major king of attack is one is DOS, distributed denial of service attack. I did some 4 years of research in DDoS. Also, I got some acknowledgement from USA and some Australia. Also, I got some awards, 7 national award and 4 state level award from the DOS. So DOS is major important for AWS. You must have knowledge about the how denial of service attack works. Also, we will schedule one session for how DOS for different cyber attacks. So you must knowledge about some security foundation as a AWS solution architect. We need a different kind of attack like a DOS, shell uploading. After that, along with the DOS, you must knowledge about some firewall. Because for protecting some unauthorized traffic, you must knowledge about some firewall, some load balancer, and after that you must knowledge about some malware and virus. And even any hacker or another some intruder person can upload the malware and trojan for on your cloud. So you must knowledge about all this stuff for the security foundation. And cloud specific technology. Cloud specific technology, meanwhile, as we know, we have taken the Salesforce, Azure, Hadoop, GCP. These are the cloud specific technology, and Hadoop basically used to manage all the data which is available on the for your enterprise. Because thing is that there are some corporation like as a Microsoft, IBM, Google. They are having some billions and millions bytes of data. So for managing the data, they need some particular technology. For this, we have Hadoop, Apache Kafka, Apache Storm, Apache Flink. There are different kind of technology. They are used for the different purposes, for data summarization, data security, data reliability, data processing. So you must knowledge about the cloud specific technology, and along with the technical skill, you must knowledge about the communication skill, because communication skill is a K for your career. Okay, so this is the skills are needed for the become the AWS solution architect. And AWS solution architect, their responsibility is to in case we can take some real time examples so that you can get a complete idea. Okay, here now Sakshi having some, she is having some one company. Okay, now she is own company, XYZ company, and Sakshi build one website for her company, and now she need one cloud, because from starting there she is having so much traffic on their cloud on her website. Now she need one particular cloud for deploy her site, so that she can manage this all the traffic. Now she can handle all the traffic without any disturbance. So what she will do, she will, and now this Priyanka is just AWS solution architect. What she will do, she will take the first requirement from the from who I have taken Kavita. Priyanka, I think. She will take all the requirement from the customer. Okay, she will take all the enough requirements. She will take all the enough information from the customer. What like as a what kind of technology you have used in your website, what kind of traffics are available for your website, what kind of traffic on which location and which location traffic is coming. Okay, and on the study and from this research from the requirement part and this information what the requirement from the customer, she will do all the research on from the on whatever she information got from the customer, and on the basis of research and on the basis of their study, she will now pick up one cloud. She will scale the cloud, she will mount the cloud, and she will pick up the one slice cloud. Okay, in case guys in case client having some 1 GB of website. Okay, now there is no sense to take cloud for the 10 GB, because why we are wasting for 9 GB. So that's why solution architect is important. So they are responsible for the scaling the cloud, monitoring the all the stuffs, to study all the stuffs. So it will be, this is the responsibility of the solution architect. Okay, so they will pick up the particular cloud, pick up the one particular area to scale your cloud, and they will use some particular technology to scale your cloud. And for this solution architect, because there are different kind of tools are available, and for this tool you must have knowledge about some programming language like Java, Python, C#, and some networking stuff, data storage fundamental, security foundation, and cloud specific technology, and communication technology, and communication it comes under soft skills standard. And this is the one why I kept this first slide as solution architect, because this is the one of the major emerging and popular career for the AWS. Okay, as an associate part, as a beginner part, you can move towards the AWS solution architect, because you will get here you can see the salary for the AWS package. In Wipro technology, here you can see the package 35,000 to 4 million. Okay, this is also for and SCL 29,000 to 2 million. Accenture 52,000 to 3 million. Accenture 32,000 3 million. TCS 42,000 2 million. See guys, this is the here you can see this is one salary package for the AWS architect. Okay, once you got the proper skill and proper things for your AWS solution architect, then you can easily place in company for the high salary package. But unless and until you don't have those things like some networking stuff, data storage fundamental, and some cloud specific technology like as Hadoop, Azure, and firewall knowledge, deployment tech knowledge, then you can move towards the solution architect. So you have to do familiar with the solution architect. So I personally prefer you can move towards the solution architect. Okay, after that we have some we have AWS developer. Okay, AWS developer is just as we know, developer meanwhile responsible for performing the coding operation. So first of all, you must have knowledge about some high level programming language. You can pick any one high level programming language, like as here you can see in solution architect you have to pick programming language Java and Python, because different tools are built from the different programming language. So you must have knowledge about all the stuffs. But in AWS developer you can pick any programming language. So this is the beneficial for you. Like as you can pick up any high level programming language like Ruby, JavaScript, Perl, Scala, Java. You can pick any programming language. After that, once you got one programming language, then you can you must knowledge about the API. API means application program interface, as we have seen in full stack development interface. Now in case I have developed one website now, and I got a requirement from the Anil. He want the website for the such like Google Map. Okay, so you want to deploy his application or website for the Google Map. And now as we know, Google Map required your location, and for the location GPS play important role. GPS they will track your location with the help of latitude and longitude. Now you cannot interact your application for your location. For this we have different API. Okay, another example is in case Kavita, she is having one Micromax mobile, and Rajeshwari she is having some I don't know his name, so better to take another. Kavita, she is having some Micromax mobile, and Sakshi is having some Apple mobile. Now, and both mobile, they are showing the same temperature and same temperature for their location, and same the graphical user interface for the sensing display temperature. Now these both company, Samsung and this Micromax and Apple, not are go now to put the temperature sensor everywhere across the world. This is because API is used. With the help of API, you can integrate all the services with each other. So there is with the help of API, it reduces the human efforts, and we will get the better service. For this we have API, and if we are talking about the AWS, we have different API for AWS. In case you want to now in case you want to use API AWS with the another technology, then we have different API. See, in simple manner, API meanwhile which connect the two technology with each other. Okay, in case you want to connect the AWS with the Hadoop technology, in Salesforce technology or DigitalOcean technology, then we need some API, application programming interface. And interface means which connects two things each other. This is how APIs works. After that we have some CLI. CLI meanwhile command line interface. Okay, so command line interface meanwhile here AWS will not provide any some graphical interface or cPanel to manage your website. They will not provide any drag and drop concept so that you can click the button for create a website. They will provide some simple terminal. You have to perform, as we know, we have seen in the DevOps section, you have to familiar with the Linux fundamental. You have to unless you don't have Linux fundamental and Linux terminal, you cannot move forward with the AWS. For become the AWS developer, you must have knowledge about the Linux terminal. Then you must have knowledge about the CLI, command line interface. So you can perform all this stuffs via the command terminal. Like in case you want to deploy your website, then first of all you have to create a website, website in the some vhost file. For this we have some command line interface. After that, software development kit, as we know, SDA. You must have knowledge about the software development kit. After that, we have some as a developer, AWS developer, you must have knowledge about the CI and CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment. For this we have some different tools like some Docker and all the stuffs. So you must have knowledge about all the stuffs, and along with CI and CD, you must have knowledge about some networking skill, different OSI layer, some different protocol like DNS, HTTP, HTTPS, SMTP, POP, Telnet, FTP, SSH. So you have to know all the stuffs in networking part of you. After that, we must have knowledge about the Lambda. So now what is Lambda? Now AWS Lambda is a service which compute the code without any server. Okay, they need not any server to compute the code, any operation. So and this Lambda is said to be serverless compute. Okay, in interview, in case they have asked a question, what is serverless compute? Then you can say Lambda, because for Lambda they do not need any server to compute your code, and this code is executed on the based on the response of event in AWS service. Okay, such as the adding or removing files in S3 bucket, updating Amazon DynamoDB table, HTTP request from Amazon API gateway, such like all these things. Okay, and if you want to perform all the stuff, then you do not need to any dependent server or independent server to do this operation. For this we have some Lambda. But before that, to learning Lambda, you must have knowledge about the various programming language, high level programming language like Java, C#, Go, because you have to create some function for the things. Also along with this technology, you must have knowledge about Node.js. Okay, because Node.js helps to real-time communication. And along with Lambda, you have to knowledge about some Cognito. Cognito is also Amazon Web Service product that control the user authentication and access for the mobile application on the internet connecting device. Okay, meanwhile, it is just a product by Amazon Web Service that control the user authentication. Okay, meanwhile, in case I want to log into AWS CLI, what Cognito will do? Cognito will check whatever in case I am entering the wrong username and wrong password. So Cognito will take care of that. So they will take the responsibility of that to check the whatever the person is trying to access, he or she is a proper user or not. So meanwhile, he controls the authentication, user authentication and provide the access for mobile application on the internet connected devices, and Amazon Cognito associate data set which identifies save the encrypted information as a key and a value pair as a in the Agnito Cognito synchronization. Meanwhile, you can simple say Cognito, Amazon Cognito comes under the security part of view. In case you want to maintain all the encryption, in case you want to maintain all the keys and decryption keys, encryption keys, and all the mobile authentication, then Cognito is useful. After that, we have some Elastic Bean, and now Elastic Bean is just a easy to use service for deploying deploy and scaling the web application. As we know, guys, the responsibility of the AWS architect, as we've seen earlier, the responsibility is to scaling the cloud, architecting the cloud. Such like Elastic Bean is also used in developer part, because each and every things are associated with each other. Okay, and Elastic Bean Beanstalk is used for deploying and scaling the web application, and service developed by Java, .NET, PHP, Python, Ruby, Go. So these are they will take the help from the programming language for scaling and deploying the cloud, and also they will take the help of the Docker. Okay, and for this you have to most familiar with some web server like Apache, Nginx, Passenger, and IIS server for scaling and deploying website. So these all things comes under the AWS developer. So if you want to become an AWS developer, so you must know about all the stuffs as an AWS developer. And you can see here at the bottom side, there are different companies who is providing different salary package for AWS developer. Like as a Mindtree Consulting, they are providing less salary package, 46,000. After that, we have Capgemini, 45,000 to 91,000. Accenture, 45,000 to 81,000. Wipro, 87,000 to 1 million. Consultancy Technology, TCS, 86,000 to 1 million. So guys, I hope you got the complete view. AWS developer having less salary as compared with the AWS solution architect. But for becoming an AWS solution architect, you have to deep dive into all these stuffs. Okay, so this is all things comes under the AWS developer. You have to familiar with all the stuffs like Lambda, Cognito, Elastic Beanstalk, CI/CD, command line interface, software development kit, API for connecting those things together, different technology together. And you have to pick one programming language like Ruby, JavaScript, Perl, Scala, Java. With the help of programming language, you can create the function, you can scale the cloud, you can deploy the cloud. So this is all responsibility taken by the AWS developer. After that, we have a system administrator. So system administrator. So what system administrator will do? They will monitor all the stuffs, whatever you are present on the career on your cloud. Okay, in case Priyanka Soni own her website and she deploy the website on the cloud. So what Sakshi will do? Sakshi will monitor as a system administrator. She will monitor all these things. Okay, is it properly working or not? Is there any fault or not? So monitoring and auditing will take care by system of administrator. For this, we have must knowledge about the AWS tenets. Meanwhile, AWS tenets. Meanwhile, this is just AWS tenets used for. This is just a framework. You can say framework. There are some things that comes under the tenets like some operation excellence. After that, we have some security, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimization. So you have to consider all these stuffs in order to become system operation administrator. And after that, network technology of AWS, because as we know, there are different technology, networking technology of AWS, like some DNS, HTTPS. After the SSH, CLI, because SSH helps to connect your user to backend part. Meanwhile, you can run the command whatever you want. After that, we have some what system administrator will do. He will monitor and auditing the system. Okay, and while as we discussed earlier, while learning about the Linux terminal, okay, first of all you must know about the STOP. What STOP? STOP is a tool. STOP is a Linux auditing tool. What they will do? They will monitor all the traffic and all the memory uses part from your of your cloud platform. Okay, for this we have some tool which it comes under the monitoring and auditing, and there is not single tool. There are lots of tools are available for monitoring and auditing system. After that, along with you must know about some transmission control protocol, internet protocol as a system operational, and after that you must know about the firewall. What firewall will do? Firewall will just block unauthorized traffic which are coming outside inside the network. For this we have some load balancer and some link 6 firewall. So you must have knowledge about the firewall, and firewalls comes after the protocol, because you must have knowledge about the protocol for the protocol and port for the firewall. As a system operation administrator, you should know which port is allowing for the communication. In case I am a user, and in case you are a AWS administrator, then you should, and now I want to communicate, now I want to take the SSH for my cloud. So you should know what kind of service I have to allocate for the client. Okay, and because there are some dangerous ports like some SSH, some SSH, SFTP ports, some dangerous port. So so system operation will take care of that. So for the firewall to manage the security. For this, you can see there are some different salary package for system operational, like some General Electric, they will provide only 1 million package. After that, Infosys 57,000, Cognizant 84,000, Cognizant 92,000, Accenture 80,000. So these are some survey package. So as we know, as compared with the some solution architect developer, so there here you will get a less salary package. Okay, for the system administrator, because their functionality is just a monitoring and auditing system. Here you will not need to code anything. Here you will not need to deploy the cloud, scale the cloud. Just you have to perform all the monitoring and auditing system. For this you must know about the tenets and the networking technology. So this is not comes under the development part. So this is the system administrator. After that we have some DevOps. Okay, and DevOps is much we cannot say much similar, but little bit similar with the SysOps. For this becoming the development and operation administrator. As we know, we have seen the complete flow chart for the development operation. So what development operation will do? They will take your asset and deploy on your cloud. This is take care by the DevOps. Okay, in case Sakshi having her website, now she want to deploy her website on the particular cloud. Now what this Priyanka will she will do? She will take all the website content and she will deploy the website on her cloud. Okay, and after deploying her website, and all the monitoring and auditing take care by the system operation. Now what development operation do? Administrator will do? He will take all the stuffs and will transfer all the stuffs on their own cloud. So for this you become a development and operation. For this you must have knowledge about the Linux fundamental, because Linux fundamental is useful, because as we know Linux is just a DNA for your development and operation. Unless you don't have knowledge about the Linux fundamentals, so you cannot move forward, like a basic Linux terminal, text file creation, monitoring, auditing, log event, you know all the stuff. After that we have some DevOps concept. As we know, must have knowledge about all the CI and CD stuffs. After that we have some container. As we know, container we have discussed earlier. Container is just a form of operating system virtualization, and single container might be used to run anything from small microservices or software processes to a larger application. And inside a container, all the necessary it includes all the necessary executable, binary code, libraries, configuration data. And if you are comparing with this container with the old server or machine, so container do not contain any operating system images. So because container will make the more lightweight and portable, and with significantly less overweight environment. In larger application deployment, and multiple containers may be deployed as a one or more container cluster. So it will be container will be useful, because you might heard about Kubernetes. So Kubernetes is just a container which owned by the GCP Google Cloud Platform. So this is the container useful. Okay, but before container there was a concept of virtual machine. Okay, so this comes under the container. After that you must have knowledge about some infrastructure automation tool, because there are some much more infrastructure automation tools are available, like as some we have some Docker, and any CI and CD tool comes under automation tools, on Docker, and all the stuff comes under the infrastructure automation tools. After that, testing skill. Along for as a DevOps, you must have knowledge about testing skill, because once you got the project from the client, then you must know their project should not have any bugs, any vulnerability, and any malware or Trojan, because single thing, single malware and single Trojan can your collapse all the infrastructure. So all this, all this stuff. After that, scripting skill, because for testing you must know the scripting skill, because you have to work on a particular tools for testing your stuffs. For this you must know the scripting skill. You can pick any Python, JavaScript, Python, or PHP for the scripting. And you can see here there are different salary provided by different company. For here you can see for senior development operation, here you will get a 1 million package Indian rupees, meanwhile 10 lakh and 1 million 10 lakh. Simple. Here as a development operation junior is here both 1 million and 10 lakh. You will get a 10 lakh package if you got some proper experience, 2 to 3 year experience, then your package will be 10 lakh. Okay, so this all things comes under development and operation section. So just overview. So we have seen solution architect. For becoming the solution architect, you need different skill, like you need some programming language like Java, Python, C#. After that, you need some networking concept. You must know have networking concept, data storage fundamental, and some security foundation, different attack, different firewall technology. After that, cloud specific technology like Hadoop, Apache Kafka, Apache Storm, all the stuffs. After that, you must, along with the technical skill, you must have knowledge about the communication skill. So this was all about a solution architect, and their responsibility is to just scaling cloud, deploying the cloud. After that, developer, coding stuffs. You have to pick one program, high level programming language like Ruby, JavaScript, Perl, Scala, Java, and you have to must know how to integrate with AWS technology with the other stuffs. For this, we have some AWS API, AWS CLI, and SDK, and we have some CI and CD pipeline, networking skill, some DNS, OSI model, and proxy, how proxy server work, SS work, CLI work, and tools knowledge, sound knowledge of Lambda and Cognito, and Elastic Beanstalk, Cognito, which accept some encrypted login authentication, and after that we have some Elastic Beanstalk as we have discussed earlier. And for system operation, just a monitoring and auditing purpose. They also knowledge about the AWS tenets. For this is just a framework. It contains some security, reliability stuffs, and some networking technology of AWS, virtualization technology, and monitoring, auditing to monitor all the stuffs, whether you are all the things are performing properly or not. Is there any bugs? Is there any faults occurs in the system or not? And networking concept. But before performing auditing operation, you must know knowledge about the tools, because there are different kinds of tools comes under the Linux operating system, and each and every tools are designed for each and every operation. Okay, for this we have some stop tools, nmap tool. So you must know about all the stuffs. After that, firewall to block the unauthorized traffic. Firewall also there. Okay, so this also comes the system operation. And development operation to deploy the cloud. For this you have must know the Linux fundamental, development and operation concept, containers, infrastructure automation tools, and testing skill and scripting skill. These all things comes under the AWS development and operation. Okay, so guys, this was all the stuffs. My personal preference is to first don't go to developer, don't go to system operation, don't go to DevOps, go to the solution architect. Here you will get the high salary package, and you will get a high reputable company. Okay, and but because AWS is the most high-end technology, and you have to learn all the stuffs. Okay, and here you can see there are different for this certification for associate layer. Here you have to pay $150, meanwhile in Indian rupees 11,500, and for professional level you have to pay 23,000. But first of all, you have to, in case you have to beginner, then you can move to associate level. And once you got the once you got this skill, once you got the skill, now you are confident on you. No, I can easily crack the exam. For mock test, you can take the AWS solution Architect in $20 itself. Meanwhile, in Indian rupees, 1,400. Okay, yes, practice. You can take the practice from your end. Saurabh, for this, you have to purchase some solution, some $20 test for this. Okay, so these guys comes under the certification. Price, state layer and professional layer. Okay, so guys, is there any question? Anyone? Anyone?